Hey guys, just want to say thank you for coming to visit my website in order to see exactly what it is that God is calling us to do in Seattle. And as you can see from the rest of this page, there's just kind of laid out what the vision and what the strategy is at Icon Church. And now I can just share with you exactly what the opportunity is for me and for the Searcy family. So I've been invited to join the team and join the staff at Icon Church as the spiritual formations director. I know that that term can sound really ambiguous, but basically what that means is overseeing the formation of the church into Christ likeness, into what the New Testament shows a church should be and should be growing into. Doing that through overseeing the ministries of things like groups and things like recovery and steps and classes and instruction and even counseling. And so I've been given this opportunity to oversee in some way the growing maturity of the church, both through individual counseling, through groups ministries. It's a great opportunity to use some of the gifts that God has given me and to spend my life and spend my energy for the sake and the good of the church. And I know when we often think of church planning, we often think of it in terms of kind of the pioneering movement of it, that going to plant a church is planting a new church in a new area where there is not gospel influence. And that's a good lens to have, but also something to consider is that it's great if we plant churches, but we need churches that last. We need churches that can flourish, churches that are growing, not just in numbers, not just in timeline, and not just in budget, but specifically in maturity, in love for God and love for one another. And so that's what we don't often think about when it comes to church planning. And that's exactly the role that I've been invited into at Icon Church, to help oversee the maturity and the growing of the church with individuals and groups and counseling and instruction. And we're excited to be able to take that opportunity. And Courtney and I have been equipped in a lot of ways over the last few years through my internship at the Village Denton and now finishing up my residency at Church of the Cross. We've really gotten to see behind the scenes what it takes in order for ministries to do well, both kind of the strategic side, but also just the more organic side of formation. And so we've been equipped well to be able to do this, and we're excited to come along the Icon staff and really join that team in our hearts and with our energy and with our lives, and root our lives into Seattle and more specifically into Icon Church, to see Icon grow into all that God would have it to be, to see it grow in maturity, to see it grow in love. And so I just thank you for coming to visit my website to hear about this opportunity. Thank you for considering going to the need page in order to see what it is that we actually need in order to take this opportunity, in order to move to Seattle. And so at the bottom of the page, there's also a contact link. If you want to email me, you can do it from there. I'd love to hear from you. Any questions you have about how the Lord has led us to this and what that whole process has looked like, or any other questions, I'd be happy to answer. So thank you guys again.